Well, this is quite a quagmire. This is what you call a real situation. All right, welcome to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. So I'm sitting in my vehicle, right? It's because I have to come up with creative ways to record my videos. So here I am. Anyhow, I told people to feel free to send me their SouFLoTV letters, and I will get to them when I get to them. But please don't send me anything that I can't read to my audience. With that said, I opened my email this morning and I have a total of 67 Dear SouFLoTV letters. So I have a lot of Dear SouFLoTV letters coming. I just picked one this morning and it happens to be a very good one. All right. Please remember when you leave your comments in these videos that this is other people's real life. Okay, so you can leave constructive criticism and whatnot without being disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Without further ado, though, let's get right into this story. One bag of mix up this. Dear SouFLo, I have a serious issue on my hands and I don't know how to deal with it. I have my laptop right here. I'm reading it exactly as it was sent to me. Okay? Dear SouFLo, I have a serious issue on my hands and I don't know how to deal with it. I must first let you know that my father is a famous Jamaican, someone that everyone knows, and I am sure that if my identity or his identity is revealed, that it would cause a media frenzy. I am not trying to embarrass my dad, and I don't want him to disown me. I have heard him say it before, that if he ever found out one of his sons was gay, he would disown him. And I really believe that he would do it. My situation is complicated and I hope you can give me some honest opinion. Your honest opinion. I am married to a beautiful woman and we have... I am married to a beautiful woman and we have children together. However, although I do love her as a person, I am not happy in this marriage because I am secretly gay. There you have it. There you have it. I am what we call a DL or down low brother. I hate the term down low, but it is exactly how I feel, as if I have been living my entire life. So why did you get married then? As I get older, I am realizing that true happiness only comes from being true to oneself, and I have been struggling with coming out to my family, but as you can imagine, this will end my marriage. You think? This will end my marriage, and I also think it will make my father disown me. You and I both know that no Jamaican father is going to just accept that his son is gay. The worst part for me in all of this is going to be involving my children. You and I both know. Well, I was going to say no, me no know, but we'll talk about that at the end. I will reserve my advice, personal opinion, whatever it is, to the end of this video for this individual. I want y'all to continue to listen to the story though. SouFLo, I never wanted children and I never wanted a marriage. But these are some of the things I had to do to gain my father's respect. I went to the schools he wanted me to go to. I got a degree and a career in the field he chose for me. I got married and made a family because that is also what he wanted. I even married the girl that he picked. Neurotic. How exactly do you tell a Jamaican father that you are gay? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I don't. All right. He says, how exactly I find this part bothersome. SouFlo, I never wanted children, and I never wanted a marriage. But these are some of the things I had to do to gain my father's respect. I went to the schools he wanted me to go to. I got a degree and a career in the field he chose for me. And I got married and made a family because that is also what he wanted. I even married the girl that he picked. How exactly do you tell a Jamaican father that you are gay? I'll come to that soon. When is the right time? Over the years, I left many clues for my wife to find because I was not brave enough to tell her outright. But she ignored all of them. Sometimes I think she has been ignoring the obvious because she does not want to give up the life that we have built together. We're both successful in our own career fields and have everything that anyone could ever want. I am sure she would survive without me after the inevitable breakup. But I think she feels like she will miss the association with my family, mainly my father and his fame. Is he saying that his wife is trying to stay in the marriage because his daddy is famous? Because of his fame. Trust me when I tell you that my father is known by every Jamaican. If I were to say who it is, you would be shocked. My wife comes from a poor family, and I remember hearing her mother telling her to make sure she stays married to me no matter what, because I belong to a money family. Not that it matters now, but I think this is also the reason she ignores the signs that I give on purpose. I thought I was ready to come out to everyone, but as I am writing this, I am thinking maybe I should just continue to keep it a secret. But on the other hand, I will never live a happy life. This is what you call caught between a rock and a hard place. SouFlo, please tell me, should I come out and risk losing my family, or should I just continue to keep it to myself? All right. First of all, before I answer this person, let me just say that it is an honor, right? For anybody to even think of me as someone that they can, and this ain't about me, but for anybody to even think of, for grown people, thinking people, half decent at least, and some extremely intelligent people, to think of me as someone that is worthy of an input in their situations, their circumstances, their stories. They want to hear my opinion, right? I find that in itself to be an honor. And when I said to my audience, please write and send in your SouFLoTV stuff so we can read them, and I'll keep you anonymous as long as you request to be kept anonymous, like most people do. They want to be kept anonymous. They don't want their face out there yet because they haven't come to terms with, or don't want people knowing, or whatever the case may be. It's a story they want to share, but they just want to remain anonymous. I do that, and I respect that. I respect you for choosing me. So it's not like SouFLoTV, I want to eat that boy, that man. I wouldn't even pass my stuff his way because his level of reasoning. So I respect that to the fullest. Now, let's break this whole story down right here. The whole consensus of this story to me, what I am getting here is an urgent situation. It might not sound urgent, but if you read the underline of this, you will see urgency here. A man that is married, has a family. So you have wife and children. You are from a family that is prominent. Your father is famous, right? Everybody knows your dad. And you, like he said in this letter, he never wanted any of this. Didn't want marriage, didn't want a wife, didn't. So I'm taking from this that this is someone that you knew all along that you were gay. But in order to please your father's wishes and your family at large, you know, personally as a straight man, as a heterosexual man myself, I have children, right? And my boys, there's nothing in my mind planned. And I'll be dead honest with you. There's nothing in my mind planned when I see my son being born and I say, like, nowadays we have to think how to word this thing because it is such a touchy subject and it can easily be taken the wrong way, right? There's nothing in a heterosexual man's mind, not mine's anyways, that says I'm planning to see my son have a husband, or I'm planning to see my son have boyfriends. I'm hoping that my son grows up and become that dominant alpha male that I'm hoping for him to be, that protector, that provider. I'm hoping he finds a beautiful wife. I'm hoping he gives me beautiful grandchildren, healthy grandchildren, right? And I'm hoping to live to see that life cycle, because we're all not going to be here pretty soon. We don't live forever as humans in the flesh. So the only way we live forever in the flesh as humans is through the reproductive process, right? And in some cultures, people even believe it to be reincarnation, that you come again and again. And that is the reason why your child looks so much like you, because they carry a part of your soul and onto new life with a mixture of you and their mom combined makes them a unique individual within that person's self. And all that is what is in my mind. So I am guessing that the average man, whether it's a Jamaican father or not, heterosexual man, does not look forward to having a gay son. Now, in the times we live in now, not saying that gay people haven't always been here, but in the times we live in now where it seems like people are more freer to be them. I'm lost for words for this part. Let's dissect this from the top again. He said, "Dear SouFlo, I have a serious issue on my hands and I don't know how to deal with it. I must first let you know that my father is a famous Jamaican whom everybody knows, and I am sure that if my identity or his is revealed, that it would cause a media frenzy. Alright, I am not trying to embarrass my dad and I don't want him to disown me. I have heard him say it before, that if he ever found out that one of his sons was gay, he would disown him, and I really believe that he would do it." Pause right there. Okay, so one of your biggest worries is your dad disowning you, right? And your dad is famous and you're worried about his reputation. People are gonna laugh after him, all that. For instance, Ninja Man, because I did a video about 4 or 5 years ago on YouTube about Ninja Man's son. When Ninja Man's son came out into the public, and Ninja Man has a homosexual son that is flamboyantly gay and openly gay, right? Now for Ninja Man, the gold teeth, original gold teeth, front teeth, Don Gargan, dancehall superstar Ninja Man, that testosterone, male-driven environment, that was very homophobic is the new word now for the longest time. I mean, you remember dancehall where they were free to say boom bye bye and in a batty boy head and yo batty boy for dead and yo you can't come round here, so if you have, you know, that hostile culture towards that. And it stems from a biblical place. But this is not about me justifying the hostility towards homosexuality within dancehall space and Jamaican culture. Not justifying, but trying to explain to you how this brother might come to this conclusion that he don't want to shame and embarrass his dad. His dad is very famous. And he also He doesn't want to be disowned. He's heard his dad say it before. Now, a lot of us have said things in passing before, right? Where we say stuff like, randomly ask your brethren a question. Brother, if you find out, say, one of your youth them gay, your son gay, what you da do? And you know, man and man, they are chill, a relax, a bill, a bun a spliff, a drink, a anything, and have a conversation, and your brethren look up and say, me that disown that rotted. Where? Not in my genes. Not in my regime. That kind of stuff, right? And he probably overheard that type of a sentiment. So he's probably holding it like, Lord, someone would have disowned me. Me better not come out. I better not even show the slightest hint of being gay. Because gay men don't get married to women and have children and build families and careers and house and picket fence and a small dog and all these things, right? It is the quintessential heterosexual life he has portrayed, all in the name of pleasing his dad, when all along him crooked, him lean. He wasn't heterosexual all along. I can't imagine how unhappy of a life that must be to live. To live a complete lie. And to know that you have to wake up and stay true to that lie every single day of your life. That must be exhausting within itself. You know, I've always said on SouFLoTV, to each his own. I've had my own Jamaican people bash me. Yo, at the bottom on thing, the boy SouFLo promote, you know. And it's not. Intelligent people will understand that it's not me promoting that. It's me opening people's minds for them to get to a place in life where they can live and let others live. I have always had bigger problems than to be preoccupied with someone's sexuality outside of my own. I have always had bigger things to think about and goals to accomplish and things that I feel like we need to collectively come together and work towards, other than people's sexual preference. You know what I'm saying? But when somebody brings it to me this way, as in my advice, please SouFLo, give me some advice. This is my life I'm talking about. Falling apart before my eyes. Living in total unhappiness kind of thing. One part of me wants to say, brother, open the closet door, kick it off and come out. Go out. We don't live in that time anymore where, well, I can't say that. We don't, because some places in the world, they're still getting handled rugged. But there are a lot of gay people who go about their business and live their lives as long as they don't flaunt it around to everybody, just like how we heterosexuals don't flaunt around. But then again, they do. I'm married to a beautiful woman and we have children together. However, although I do love her as a person, so you're not in love with her. That's another, I can't imagine being married to somebody that I'm not in love with. I like them as a person, or I love them as a person, like for things that they're able to do, or you're a good person and you show me love, so I love you, but I'm not in love with you. No, I would have to be in love with the person I'm with to marry them and stay married to them. So you see the kind of place this person is in. You know, people, a lot of times when you see people commit suicide, you know, it is things like these that's going on behind the scenes. And people wrestle and struggle with it for so many years to the point where they feel like there's no escape this. There's no escaping this. And now that I've gone so far, which is the next part I was going to talk about, to have a wife and have children. When we force people to hide who they are, things like these happen. And then many more people get hurt in the process of this person putting this whole fake life together to please us. Whereas, if this person had been true to themselves from day one, right? The father might not like it, but the father might have to accept that, well, boy I'm a son in, but I not really approve of him lifestyle. That's just how him stay. I feel him think that. Me tell him don't bring it round me a matter of fact, but I still me youth. You know? Or disown you altogether if that's what it was going to be. And it would die. It would be there. It would be an issue between you and your dad. But now that you've gone to force fake this whole lifestyle to gain approval and respect from your dad, now you have a wife, you're going to have to break her heart telling her that I'm not attracted to you, I'm attracted to men. This is going to throw her whole mind into turmoil. Was it something she did that she could have turned a straight man off so much all the way to gay? Or have you always been gay? Were you sleeping with men while you were sleeping with her, kind of thing? Her whole world is gonna flip. And then your children, and then people, the society we live in can be so cruel. This person didn't say if they're living in Jamaica still or if they're outside of Jamaica, but you can't imagine, I'm one of the kids that grew up in Jamaica, partially in Jamaica in the US. And I know from Jamaican culture, your daddy a Batman. That can be very, very hurtful and damaging. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I'm not so much for encouraging people to hide. People are going to be who they want to be regardless. All I ever ask for, me, personally, all I ever ask for is just be you. 100% be you. If I don't like it, I don't like it, and I'll go my way. But I'll go my way knowing that it is what it is. But for people to fake who they are, and then you find out later that you're dealing with somebody completely different from who you have always thought this person to be, that's the part I don't like. It brings unhappiness for all parties involved. You know what I'm saying? He says that the worst part for me in all this is going to be involving my children. I definitely think so. SouFLo, and we don't know how old the child or the children are, right? So it's not like maybe if the children are really, really young, they could get away with this and just say, well, they'll grow up in a home where mom and dad don't live together, and many other kids do. Or are the children old enough to understand right away what is going on? And how will children feel? Like, our dad walked out on us for another man. That can be damaging. SouFLo, I never wanted children, never wanted marriage, but these are some of the things that I had to do to gain my father's respect. I went to the schools he wanted me to go to. Okay, a lot of people wish they had a dad that wanted them to go to a particular school. I'm guessing he paid for it as well. You got a degree and a career in the field that your dad chose, and you got married and made a family so you're probably not even happy with your career field because you did it to please your dad. You see this whole pleasing somebody. I don't support it. And although people are going to be disappointed, like parents are going to be disappointed when we don't choose the road that they have planned for us. But parents must understand also that we are individuals, people, human, our children are individuals. And we come into the world to be with them for only a short period of time. And in that short period of time is where they're supposed to instill their love. And they're supposed to instill guidance and protection and all the good things that you will need nurturing to go out there into society and become a productive, progressive citizen of society. But after that time cuts off, we're out there on our own as humans, right? And for the rest of our life, we're going to have to deal with the consequences of however it is that we choose to live, whatever it is that we've chosen for ourselves. Like, if I'm going to fail, I want to fail on my own accord. That way, I can look at myself and say, this is something I really wanted to do. I really tried it many, many, many times. And each time I did, I failed it. But I tried it. And I tried it because my heart and soul was into it. I would hate to have to get up and go to work every day knowing that somebody chose this career field for me and I didn't have a choice, or I didn't give myself a choice. So this person who's writing this to me now, you are probably unhappy in more than one areas of your life, which is what I am clearly getting from this. I even married the girl that he picked. How exactly do you tell a Jamaican father that you are gay? When is the right time? I don't know how exactly do you tell any parents you're gay. I don't know when is the right time. You have to know your people. And you have to know when you are ready to tell them that. My biggest issue with this whole story is the wife. Here's my advice to you. Because you said you will never be happy if you don't do this. I guess you're ready to live your truth, right? Here's my advice to you. Sincerely, my advice to you is this. Start like this. Tell your wife. I don't know how, but you're going to have to find a good way to break this to her. You're leaving hints. She's not catching on. You're thinking maybe she's not catching on because she's trying to protect this lifestyle that you guys have built together, and because she is clinging to, oh, I'm with a famous family and all this. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe she is so in love with you and she does not want to lose you, and that her mind is not even able to fathom that this could possibly be what it is. Maybe that's what she's dealing with. So when you leave your little clues out, she just look past them like, nah, not even in her mind. You know when you just don't see something because that is something that you would have never expected? That could possibly be what this is. So sit her down, be honest with her, because I'm sure. I mean, you never know. You never know. I've said this before in other videos. There are women out there that will willingly have relations with a man that goes both ways, to the point where they'll even marry them and have children for them. It is the world we live in today. Some people call it open-mindedness. Some people call it nastiness. I don't know what you want to call it. I said to each his own. And if you find happiness in that kind of a union, then the most I can do is look the next way, because that ain't my field, right? But be true to yourself. It's time to start to be true to yourself. He ended it by saying, this is what you call caught between a rock and a hard place. SouFlo, please tell me, should I come out and risk losing my family, or should I just continue to keep it to myself? They say some things you take to the grave, right? I think this is one where you're going to have to come out if you want happiness while you're alive. You are going to have to deal with the consequences that come. Those consequences could be losing your family. Your children might even stop talking to you if they're old enough to understand what's going on now. You're going to have to face up to it. Give everybody that is involved in this their space after letting them know. Let me turn my lights back on real quick. Give everybody their space so they can deal with it however they see fit to deal with it. And then you can take it from there. If your father comes around and says, you know what, may I disown you, then you're going to have to deal with that. And you're going to have to leave it to time. And then you're going to have to try to talk to him some way if you feel like you need him in your life. And if he refuses, then those are one of the consequences you're going to have to deal with. You're going to have to deal with your wife. If she chooses, hey, oh, hell no, I can't do this. I want a divorce. I'm upset. I'm mad. I'm vexed. I want to break things in the house. Whatever she chooses, you're going to have to deal with that. If your children decide to disown you, walk away from you, don't speak to you, you're going to have to deal with that. You're going to have to deal with all this and leave this to time and let time handle this. But you need to tell the truth. Now I want my audience to leave your constructive comments in the comment section below. Do you think that he should come out, tell it, and risk losing his family, his wife, his children, risk being disowned by his dad? Or do you think he should take this secret to the grave? Leave your comments in the comment section below, man. It's SouFLoTV. How's some of the life so like my life must be really boring. But like I said, I have a lot more of these stories, so you'll be seeing more. All right? Just please keep it respectful, and also remember that this is someone's life. All right? And I'll talk to you on the next video. I will be in the comment section below, and this person will also be in the comment section below, combing through these comments to make sense out of this one. And remember, when I tell you this is one of the issues that often lead to people taking themselves out. Nowhere to turn. I'm out. Peace.